To Jack's earlier question about political violence, this is another form of political violence we've seen stem from the left with the pro-Hamas movement that took place on college campuses and universities. In fact, I recall being in a Manhattan courtroom during the Alvin Bragg case against President Trump in the midst of the campaign. And we were in that courthouse watching the television as these violent riots unfolded on the campus of Columbia University. And I remember the president watching the television saying, when we are back, we are going to fix this. This is ridiculous, and immediately directed his campaign staff at the time to insert it into the speeches and to make sure the American public knew he was not going to tolerate violence on our nation's college campuses and the illegal harassment against Jewish American students. He has taken incredibly strong position on this already. He has brought many of these colleges and universities to their knees by threatening their federal funding and in a few cases cutting federal funds. If you violate federal law, you will not receive federal funds under this administration. It's very simple. If you allow the illegal harassment and violence against students of any race or religion on your campus, you will not receive federal funding. You are violating Title VI, which is federal law. The president's made that very clear. And you've seen many of these colleges come to the table and admit their wrongdoing and apologize for it because they know they were wrong. Unfortunately, we didn't have a president at the time who was holding them accountable, who was completely silent as students were being targeted. As for the visas, same is true. The president and the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, who's doing a tremendous job, have taken incredibly strong action on this as well. And Marco Rubio, as our Secretary of State, reserves the right to rescind visas from foreign nationals who have the privilege of studying on our nation's colleges and universities. And if you engage in illegal behavior, if you're engaging in activity that's contrary to our nation's foreign policy interests, then you will no longer have the privilege of coming and studying here. We're going to put American citizens and American students first, and only the best and brightest should be allowed to come to our country and study at our nation's colleges and universities.